ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Frieren, and this episode is just so chill and relaxing, but also very wholesome and emotional at the same time. The first part being so fun, then we have the new character Zain kind of being the voice of reason in a way in this group, even though he has his own shenanigans, but the emotion hit hard, especially thanks to the flashbacks and everything that happened with Himmel. Absolute Giga Chad Himmel here, but very cute moments in this episode. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, at the start, they're in this town where the original party was also here, brings back some memory for Frieren, but we have Stark and Fern fighting a lover's quarrel, so to say, because he forgot to get her a gift on her birthday. But it's a bit more complicated. But what I really liked here was having the two perspectives, being young, being old at the same time, and also kind of in the middle for Frieren. Like, we had Zain being the old guy that kind of understood how life is. Then we have the young ones with Stark and Fern still getting their bearings, not knowing how to communicate, misunderstandings, arguments, and so on. And then you have Frieren. She's kind of both and neither at the same time. I think Zain is gonna be the parent here, but the pouts from Fern were so cute, and poor Stark. He caught a win this episode, but for him to get that win, and he was still catching strays throughout the episode here. But also what I liked was how both of them told Fern, hey, you were a bit too much, so to say, going after Stark with him forgetting there, going talk to him, sort it out there. Now we have the conversation with Fern trying to get to Stark, but she hesitates a bit, and Zain kind of gives her some advice, saying you don't know how to talk with boys with your age, which is very true, and not just with boys. And the way she treats him there, you were a bit too hard on him. Go and talk to him. I'm gonna buy you a gift also, even though after she hit him in the knee. And this episode was so cute, the moment here. Now we have the with the gift, buying her a gift there, and she finally goes to talk to Stark. But the pacing felt so well. It felt like I was watching 2, 3, 5 episodes, and I was blinking and the episode was over at the same time. I don't know. Frieren does pacing so well. Now she finally went to talk to Stark. He says sorry also because he forgot. He wanted to pick a gift with her, but he didn't want to ask her so she wouldn't get upset, and she also sorry for how she reacted there. So they're great together, but the communication is not as good between them. But that's why it's nice feeling like, hey, we're all young, even right now to this day. Communication, not knowing how to talk to people, how to react to something, how to do something. You do something wrong with the best of intentions, it happens all the time. But talking to the person, and Zain giving the best example, people don't know how you feel if you don't tell them. So that's very true. Doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl, always talk to the people you care about so they know what you want and how you feel. Not just in romance, in anything, as little as it is or the big important things. Communication is key. This is why I really liked this first part of the episode. And then also we had Frieren on the roof spying on them to see how that's gonna go, and Zain joins her. And a nice line from Zain: arguments are privilege of the young, which is very true. The older you get, the less you start getting into arguments and conflicts. It's not worth it, but it's a lesson you learn with age here. Now Zain thinks that Fern is comparing him to something, and Frieren says Heiter, which is very true, but has to list all of the bad things that he was doing, being drunk, picky with foods, and so on. But you're more deplorable. Hey, he likes MILFs. I like them also. I gotta give it to Zain on this one. Now, what matters a lot here, what I love the flashback between Frieren and Heiter here, with him being older, saying he matured, and even Frieren saying it. But this is probably my favorite line in this episode. He pretended to be an adult, and he's gonna pretend to be one until the day he died. He never changed, he was always a kid, which is very, very true. Like, the kid inside you probably never dies. You just put up so many masks, faces, however you wanna call them, but deep inside, that kid is still there. And I love that line so much. And him saying how much he cared for her, he wanted for him to praise her, but who's gonna praise him after he dies? And Frieren is the one that does it, and that was such a wholesome moment, patting his head there, praising him. It means a lot to have somebody in your corner to praise you, to compliment you, to care about you. We all need that. No matter how much we pretend we don't, it's very needed. And human connection is one of the most important things there. And who's gonna do it for Frieren? He's gonna talk to the goddess in heaven to do it for her. Which, again, a very wholesome moment there. And back in the present, Frieren doing the same thing to Zayn, patting his head, and that small smile there, awesome. And him being even more true. I would have loved an older woman to do this. Hey, you're lucky, I'm that one. It's kind of fun. I don't think she realized he kind of wants a bigger woman, so to say. If you get my meaning there. Now in the present, we see Stark buying a gift for Fern with a very important bracelet, to say the least. And them after that on a carriage leaving town there with a merchant. Now we have we saw this ring in the past before, when Frieren saw first breath. Hey, I have something similar with the same design. Himmel gave it to me. It's the same ring we saw when she was looking in in her suitcase there for a gift, but she can't find it at the moment because she's very disorganized. Of course, she finds it in the end. Now, suddenly the carriage flies. I'm like, okay, what's happening here? They're taken by a bird of prey, like a huge monster there. And what was good here, like while they're flying, they're also talking, hey, how are you gonna get out of this situation? Maybe use the flying spell. Levitate the carriage. No, it's not gonna be that simple, because according to Frieren, it's been only 40 years when humans learn to fly. Flying magic is a repurposed demon spell, so they can't really adapt it that well. They haven't explored with it, which these small nuggets of the power system, the spells, the evolutions of humanity, being in technology, in magic, and how they took some things from demons and used it for themselves. Same as with Zoltrak there. I really like that quite a lot. But as good as that is, how are they gonna get out of this one? So they Frieren has a plan. I'm gonna take the merchant, Fern is gonna take Zayn, and Stark, you just jump down, right? You're gonna be fine. For Stark. But she kind of compares him to Aizen, because Aizen was always falling down, jumping, no issue, just goes to show how overpowered Aizen was. But she has a skewed perspective with warriors. Now, I don't know, maybe Stark could have survived that, but he wasn't willing to try at least. But they have a plan to stop the carriage right before it falls, like to levitate it a bit to diminish the impact there. So Frieren just goes out, blasts the bird without telling everybody, kills it there very easy, and they have a tactical crash landing. they're fine. Working according to plan. That was such a fun moment. But now they have to recover a bit, repair the carriage. But Frieren lost something, being the ring there. Now we get a bit more bro moment between Zayn and Stark, with him commiserating over Stark having to pick a gift, even though Fern was hearing everything they were saying. But he said it, and he he was glad she liked it, and that meant also for Fern quite a lot. Now the implication was that design means eternal love, meant for lovers, like, yeah. He didn't know, but hey, now it's in the open, so am I gonna buy you a different one? No, never do that, you're an idiot. So that bracelet stays, so the ship has sailed, so to say. Fern and Stark, he's gonna have a lot of work to do. But they're so cute together. Now we have them trying to hunt, to repair the carriage, spent a bit of time there, and Frieren looking for the ring. Fern instantly offers to help, even though Frieren, it's okay, I'm used to losing things, and she didn't know about the meaning of the design being eternal love. And this was probably the most emotional moment in the episode, where we have the merchant saying he has a spell to find accessories there, and we see the flashback with Himmel and Frieren buying the ring. She chooses it, but she doesn't know what it means. He knew. We know he likes flowers, and by his reaction there, he 100% knew, but doesn't say anything. And later on in the flashback, the way he kneels, that scene was so beautiful. Puts the ring on and she's happy. That scene was amazing there. But what I love about Himmel, he didn't pursue this love. We know he loved her, but probably for her, for Frieren, imagine losing him in this case and realizing later here, this is the journey for her to realize that Himmel meant a lot more to her than she previously knew there, and it's gonna hurt a lot. I really hope this 7th place where they're heading to is real and we're gonna have a reunion. But yeah, great episode here about life, being an adult, being a kid, being in love, dealing with life itself, and all that means. And Himmel is an absolute giga chad there, and back in the present, start catching some more strays. Awesome episode. But as always, let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought about this episode. What was your favorite Fern pouty face, and what do you think about Himmel so far? But yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Frieren. Make sure you check out the podcast also, because anime. I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Bye bye.